Hi, hello, how's it going? And yes, I've just gotten out of the shower. And actually, that's a lie. I haven't just gotten out of the shower, but I have been catching up on life admin. Honestly, it's the bane of my existence, life admin. Yeah, and you can probably hear it's absolutely chucking it down with rain here in the south of England today. So I have actually finished my 48-hour readathon. That vlog is hopefully going to go up, be uploaded today. Oh my word, I can't speak. That is hopefully going to be uploaded today. So I am starting a new vlog. Basically, I am going to do a weekly vlog of simply just reading audiobooks. Now, obviously, during this week, I am going to read some physical books, because if you have watched the 48-hour timed readathon, obviously, I don't finish all the physical books that I've been reading, but I'm not going to vlog that. So, what I am going to vlog is me reading audiobooks for an entire week. So, the first one, which I've already started reading, is A Place of Execution. Now, rather dark title, but this was actually based off a TV series 14 years ago, and the only reason I watched it was because it was starring Juliet Stevenson. But it turned out to be a really good TV series. And I can't find it anywhere now. It's not on ITV Hub or ITVX, I don't even know what it's called now. Not on there. And even though the internet says it's available on amazon.co.uk, it's not. So I have no idea where you can now watch it here in the UK. So I bought the audiobook from Google Books, and I'm listening to that now. So it's a really good book. So you get more detail in the book than you do in the TV series. So I'm listening to that. Got a few more audiobooks. I can listen to the audiobook of Foul Lady Fortune. I don't know why I always forget that book title. I can listen to that book, but I've also got the physical copy of that as well. I've got that, and I have My Dark Vanessa, which, to be honest, is a very difficult read. Very well written, a very difficult read. So I have three there that I can potentially dip in and out. But right now, I need a coffee. Okay, so I have just finished. I finished two, actually. As you can see just from the last clip, I have finished A Place of Execution, gave it 4 stars. I wanted more from Catherine. So the book, A Place of Execution, was published in 1999. So the present day was in like 1997, 1998. So essentially when the author was writing the book. I wanted more from Catherine. So Catherine is the journalist who's investigating the 60s case. I wanted more from that. But the interesting thing about the book is we got more from the actual case as it was being investigated, as opposed to the TV series when we actually got more from Catherine. So maybe that's what I was missing. So if you don't know, I saw the TV series before I read the book, as opposed from reading the book before I saw a TV series. So maybe that's why I missed the elements of Catherine. And I also have literally just finished That Night by Gillian McGillen. I think I'm pronouncing her last name incorrectly there. I've also given it 4 stars, bizarrely. A real curveball happened that I did not expect. Really good impressions of mental health from Joe's side. It follows 3 siblings who are like stupidly close, really unhealthily close actually, and that's basically what happens when a supposedly hit and run happens in Verona. and more gets unpacked as things go on. I don't want to give any spoilers because it is actually really good. Unexpectedly really good. The only reason I didn't give it more than 4 is because it does quickly chop and change back from past and present, and the character of Joe does annoy me, even though it's a very good representation of anxiety. So I'm on the fence. I felt like I couldn't give it more than 4, and that's not necessarily the author's fault. That's just the way the circumstances and the chips fall sometimes. So yeah, it was a very good read, and I want to read more. I want to read more from this author. I have read another book from this author. I can't remember what it's called. That Girl, I think it's called. Something like that. Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. It was a while ago since I read it. But I 100% want to read more from this author. But yeah, 2 4-star reads so far from this blog. Who knows what I'm going to jump in next? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to take a bit of a break from reading just audiobooks. I'll say that, and I'll probably jump into another one. But when I do, I'll pick my camera up.
Emily Bean, January 15th, 1995. Emily looks over at KT, who, before she fell asleep, put on earphones and listened to classical music that was so loud that Emily could hear it across the room. Emily should be sleeping, too. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and in 3 hours, after a special assembly celebrating the life of Martin Luther King Jr., she'll stand face-to-face with her first day of classes. If Emily had to tell somebody what happened in the Grenfell County High School library, where would she begin? How desperate did Paul have to be to do what he did? Emily Bean, January 15th, 1995.
So I'm in the greenhouse, and I don't know if you can see because I don't know how the sunlight's going to be, but look at this little creature. Hello, Cokie. Okay, reading update. It's well over a week. It's almost 2 weeks. And a lot has happened. Okay. Let's get the lighting right here. A lot has happened. That is exactly why it's been over 2 weeks. So this weekly vlog has been more than a week, but I've read a lot. I have read a lot. So, I have just finished Holly Jackson's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And I must say, I really enjoyed it. So much so that I've even reserved the second book in the series. I have loved it so much. The only thing that I will say, I wish they kept, and this is a personal preference, I wish they kept the actor for, I can't remember his name now, the actor for basically Pip's partner in crime. I wish they kept the actor for the brother of the guy that was murdered. I wish they kept the actor on the kind of like audio playback as opposed to the actor that we see throughout the entire plot. That's just a personal thing. And then the conclusion was a bit kind of like boom in your face kind of thing for me, and I was like, oh, okay. So nothing kind of like fully concluded from like beginning, middle and end. Anyway, but I still loved it, gave it 4 stars. So yeah, so it is now a Sunday and I am wrapping this vlog up now. So I have no idea how many audiobooks that I've read. I have no many idea of which ones I read in which order. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it all the same. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, whatever, all all that jazz as per normal, and I'll see you soon with some more videos and more content. Thank you so much for watching.
It took courage, it took years.